it's a really exciting day today. Gary and Dean are here and we are prepping to put the concrete down, possibly Wednesday when the weather allows, because as you can see, it's a bit miserable today. So Dean's scraping off all the all the crap off the top of the ground and making it all level. That's his job. Gary's keeping an eye and supervising, because obviously top concrete later, Gary. That's a hell of a screed if I ever saw one. Even though exciting things are still going on, the cows are still to muck out, and that'll never change. We're on a train right now, going somewhere fun to do fun things. I have got such an important job in this project. Like, I am literally integral to the entire thing. Without me, work could not commence. These cows, they're licking pee. Two of them. So years ago, we didn't even know what that meant. So we spoke to our friend Richard and he said, this is a couple of years ago now, they need some salt, they need some rock salt. So what we do is we go to the place where we get the feed from and we buy bags of rock salt, and I'll show you what it is when I go and get some. It's like pink, it's like, you know, that Himalayan rock salt you can get that's pink. It's like giant ones of those. But obviously, you wouldn't want to lick this one. I tried it once. Trust me, just don't do it. It's very tangy. The navel calf is looking so much better in here. Way happier. We've given them, literally opened all the gates and we've just given them run of the shed. So this front here, ignore this gate. There isn't actually any reason for it. It just needs tying up. So they've got an outside yard basically just to do what they want in, and we scrape this here with a hand scraper every day and then put fresh straw down, and now the bed is away from their water as well because they were lapping the water and making a mess and getting the bed wet, so we're keeping it all quite separate. This actually, I know it's a handling system, but it needs to work for the money that it cost, and they seem to be quite happy in there. So we're just going to muck these guys out. Scrape. We are on doing the concrete down the end of that shed out there, which is super exciting. I'll do a full video of the concreting and stuff, just cause. Barricaded the pigs in that well, I can't even get in myself. The climb. I've got to have to climb in. Right, okay, calm down, calm down. I need to make friends with these pigs. Not because I want to, but because when it comes to them being a lot bigger than this, I want to be able to come in and muck them out. So I'm making friends. Not that I'm complaining about making friends with the pigs, because they are quite funny. Ginger pig. This is Joe, and this is Ollie. Thought you might appreciate that. Oh, Joe's flinching. He doesn't like being touched. Polly, however, loves it. Sorry. Enough. His little curly tail. It's so cute. Ginger pig. Ginger pig. Just a bite. Listen, I just want to touch you. Not a big deal. Oh, you've got a shine on you. Sheen on Joe, it's superb. We're making progress. Decided that in actual fact I'm alright and he's gonna let me have a little bit of a stroke. This is Ollie, he's not too sure. Ollie, why are you running away from me? I just want to touch you. Ginger pig, ginger pig. At my house, you're gonna have to realise that we're gonna have to make friends. Yes. Oh. It's like that ASMR thing, isn't it? Day one of making friends with the pigs went really well. Ollie's more receptive than Joe. I think Joe's scared of me. Told you, they couldn't do it without me. This operation would not be going ahead without my input. Whose idea was it to get a white dog? Look at you. Wow, that's a funky hairdo, isn't it? Yeah. Girl lambs are in trouble. They've knocked the fence down protecting the bales and they've been nibbling at them. Oh! They clean knocked it down. Oh my god, they're so naughty. They made some holes. Oh, they're so bad. Oh. The bales, they kind of depend on being airtight, and when the sheep have nibbled at them, this is not airtight. It's nice smelling stuff though. I'd rather not see it. So what we do is, basically to make haylage in wrapped bales, you need an airtight bale, and the sheep having completely made little holes in this, it is not ideal at all. So I quickly need to get them patched up to limit the damage. And then I'm going to shove the sheep back onto the backfield so they can't get near. Just a quick video reply to Mark Bradley, who left a comment on yesterday's video asking if I found it hard moving from like a town city to obviously a farming community. In essence, no. I am, I can't even tell you how fortunate I am. So fortunate to have met somebody completely out of the blue, and I mean completely out of the blue. Realise that we have shared interests. That is so unusual. I'm so lucky to have walked into a life that I enjoy. It doesn't happen. I've never felt particularly out of my depth, always because I've had Roy and his dad like behind me, which has always helped. And then I've grown within myself and got more confident naturally. No, I think I found the social changes more challenging. Where I came from, nobody at all knew each other. It was a very like fractured society, should we call it. There was no sense of community as such. And then I moved here to a very small place where everybody knew each other, everyone knew everyone's business. It was a world away from what I'd been used to growing up. I did find that slightly challenging. The farming side of it, no, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed all of it actually. I'm quite an unorganised, messy person head-wise. And I need structure to be able to function properly, should we say. If I don't have rules or a direction, go on girl, literally just putting the sheep through. I tend to get nothing done. So farming gave me a real a real sense of grounding and purpose, and that has been like an evolution for me. That has been amazing. I found myself a better person because of the structure that farming gives you and the responsibility. I'd never had responsibility before, ever. Go on, girls. Whoosh. Go on, hit. And I think the responsibility of having to go and do some animals, having to muck out, you don't get a choice, which I found quite nice in a way. Obviously that's not for everybody, that is not for everyone. Now let's not mess. You shall eat no bales. Get through that now. These are next year's, these are like the girl lambs. Silly. They suffered really badly with this whole scab thing, and I didn't realise how far it had knocked them back until I saw pictures of last year's lambs and realised how far back they actually are. When you see them every day, you don't realise how little progress they've made until you look back at pictures of last year's lambs. Last year's lambs were that big they could have been tucked, like that's how big they were. These guys, definitely not. It's really taken it out of them. They're so funny, so beautiful. Right, go on, stay through there, you bale nibbling monsters. I never struggled so much with being a woman in farming either. Not that that was your question, I didn't mean that. I'm saying from a different... Someone tagged me in something the other day about women in farming and whether or not... There was a Farmer's Guardian article about where women not wanting to go into the industry because they felt that jobs were portrayed as male and not female. Basically, in essence, that's what it was. I've never found that. I've never found that at all. I found mostly everybody welcoming, helpful. Yeah, they've maybe had a cheeky grin when I can't really reverse the tractor properly or something. But I'm okay. I am okay with that. That is normal, you know, human behaviour. It's not some sexist pig. Do you know what I mean? I've only ever gone once. Roy was working at the garage full time, obviously, and I used to do all the farm work at home, which is perfectly fine, and I was very capable. So I parked the child up at a month old in a pram, and a rep came down. Where was he from? Do you know, I don't even know where he was from. Trust me, he didn't come back anyway. And he watched me scrape the cows. He watched me reverse out of the shed, park the tractor off, jump off it, and then I walked over to him and said, "Hi, are you alright?" And he said, "Hiya, love, it is the farmer there." Right. Now, Roy does make decisions, and everything will be run past Roy. I don't pretend otherwise. It's not my baby, it's Roy's. But at that moment, I just thought, you've just watched me scrape the cows. How can you then say, is the farmer there? That's the only one time ever that I've gone. Now, as there's a lass called Tracy from Carsbillington, she came down, and I used to look after her grandma when I was a carer, and I didn't know her at all. It was only later on I found this out. And she came down, she jumped out of the van and she came over and she spoke to me like I was the one who was going to be making the decision. I'm on purpose because I know he'll hate it. He's literally swearing at me as we speak. He hates me so much! Better hurry up because I've got the feed in the back of here and he's got the second load of silage. Because we're concreting, we can't get in the silage pit, so we're tipping silage there. So I better hurry up. But yeah, finishing off on that subject, Tracy from Carsbillington got out that van and she walked over to me and she spoke to me as if I was the boss, and I will not have anyone else because of that. That there is yes, just yes. I can't make decisions. Don't be stupid. I don't have the brain power to make decisions. But the fact that she thought that I could, it speaks volumes. And I was just super, I don't know. When Cars Billington sees this, Tracy needs a pay rise because she is brilliant. We like Tracy. Team Tracy. Woo! I'm on the lane now before anybody has an absolute cow about me driving. But yeah, I just think Tracy from Cars Billington is doing more for women in agriculture, just treating them with respect daily, on a daily basis, and making it completely normal to be a woman in agriculture, and not making a fuss about it than any amount of caterwauling on the internet will ever do. Like, I've got bigger balls than half the fellas I know. True story. I found a picture of this cow as a baby yesterday. This is the one that's been living in the back of the handling system with a belting little calf. Has anyone else noticed about me? You see the back of me more than I see the back of me. I wipe my hands on my ass. I didn't realise. This is clean on. And look at this. It's a bit like playing with my hat, isn't it? This. Oh, there's a fly in my brew. Can't even see me, it's so dark. I'm having to turn all the lights on to try and see if the guys down the yard can get a bit of visibility. Like, this really is going full steam ahead, like. Can you see what you're doing? How can you see what you're doing? I can't even see you. You know, if you want me to make your tea, I'm not a very good cook.
Huh?
I'm not a very good cook.
Mother's making tea.
Mother's making it! I love it. So I am just editing last night's video. That's confusing, isn't it? Here, look at me, editing. Woohoo, there's me. We've just eaten tea. Roy has gone down the silage pit to fill up yet again the Marshall trailer with silage, and he's also gone to empty the Keenan tonight and then fill it again, ready for tomorrow. This is just all because we're concreting right in front of the silage pit, and we don't want to have to drive on it at least before weekend. Like, it can't do it, so we're trying to get enough silage out of the clamp so we don't have to go near. I think he's gonna do a bit tonight, and then he's gonna feed in the morning, and he's going to head back down there in the morning before the concrete wagon comes and fill up again for the next day. So yeah, all the rushes are on for concreting. This is something we've waited so long to do, and it finishes off the whole of the bottom yard project, which is unbelievable actually. And we never thought that we would be doing this. We never set out with the intention of making it look like this, but it has happened, and we're super pleased, super proud. I can't wait to show you. Roy was like, oh, do a little bit like Tom Pemberton and, you know, do a bit tidbit this, and I was just like, nah, I can't keep my mouth shut, don't be silly. I will do a full concreting video, time lapse and everything. That'll be interesting, just therapeutic for me to watch, to be fair. Whether anyone else watches it, that's up to you. But yeah, I'm gonna just, I was making sure I hadn't dropped any swear words in this, but the volume's down, so I can't tell. So if there's any swearing in last night's video, this is why, because I'm too busy recording tomorrow's video. Getting confusing, isn't it? No, look, there's me talking. Exactly the same. Oh my god, just look how cute Winnie's guarding the gate. Can you see him? Look at him. Oh, guarding. Oh, guarding. Oh, he's a clever boy. Well done. Good boy. Oh, there he goes. So Roy is just off to a friend of ours, Johnny, to borrow his dump trailer. I know it's late, but I texted and asked if I could borrow his junk trailer because actually it'll save Dean and Gary like an hour-ish more maybe tomorrow driving up and down with the digger, because they'll be carting stone about to level up, ready for the concrete to go down. Mine ladies. So Roy's just going off to get that now so that it's ready for early doors tomorrow. So I'm just going to straw the cows because Roy's gone to get the trailer, and then I'm going to go in and shout at the kids and tell them to get to bed because it's late. But yeah, I hope you all had a good day. Ours was actually really productive and I feel like we're getting on. So the spirits are good.